All right. Cavalcade red. So, Cavalcade, or whatever this card's called, says whenever a creature you control with power 1 or lesser attacks, this deals 1 damage directly to your opponent. Curious what your plans are. I'm picking Underlords back up, assuming you're pushing on M20 hype, but curious what your plans in the future are. Yeah, I'm planning to do Underlords every Tuesday and Thursday morning at a minimum starting next week. So, Magic Online will be 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Underlords will be Tuesday, Thursday morning, and then Arena will be 5 days a week in the afternoon. So, we've got a bunch of different things that pump out 1-power attackers, whether it's Chandra, or Legion Warboss, or our Scorcher here at the top end. We got lots of other just good mono red cards, Light Up the Stage, Lightning Strike, Shock, etc. So, let's try and burn some people to the ground. There's not been a lot of people playing any type of basic mountains on the ladder, so playing a very low to the ground deck might be a fantastic idea here. Did I typo that card name? Missing a second C. Missing a second C. Look at that. Did it? Did it? It's not a word we write fairly often. Gosh, the queue times have been savage hitting Mythic early. Alright, we need to play more bad decks early in the season, chat, so we don't accidentally hit Mythic next month. Although next month I need to finish in the top 1,000 again. Oh, the pain. Although, honestly, I'm not really sure if I care about the top 1,000 so much anymore. Apparently, you have to go 10-2 just to make day 2 of the qualifier tournament this time around. So, like, you can go 10-2 and then, like, lose the first 2 matches the next day and get nothing. Which sounds pretty miserable. Yeah, it's really absurd. Like, going 10-2 to day 2, they really need to figure out a better system for how they're gonna do that, I think. Three months is too big of a window. Like, even 8-2 is pretty brutal in my opinion. Oh, this was a mistake. I should have lightning struck this. Or I should have shocked this before I played this. What the heck? Oh, weird. They didn't block. Well, I wanted to do this. Weird that they didn't block with the spell pierce there. I'm gonna put it non-combat damage. This gets plus 3-0. So this is basically while this is out, this is a 4-3 flyer. Kind of a 5-3 flyer because it deals damage when it attacks. They're gonna get a burb back here. Shame this doesn't have a 4th point of toughness to block this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't do it. Don't discard a second one. Have a heart. God bless us, everyone. I mean, it's an okay draw. It might not have even been right to play her there, honestly. She like deals 4 and then gains 5 when they attack her, but it might have been right to get other stuff set up before doing that. Kranko's just incredibly slow. Summoner also takes an absurd amount of mana. Also, the way Tibalt Summoner works, it doesn't work with this, right? Its tokens don't trigger this, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Phoenix is an incredibly efficient and brutal deck, and generally speaking, decks that are efficient beat up new decks that are far from it. Woof. Probably dead. Sure, but this card triggers Awakener on its own. Or Awakener triggers this on its own. So I can, like, do this here, but it just doesn't get us anywhere. We're taking 5 next turn, and then we don't have a comeback mechanic from there. Four lava coils and some fries. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Feel like Legion Warboss is probably bad here. Wonder how much this new plan is making all sets large, impacting standard, and how hard it is to introduce new sets. I don't know. It did feel weird to me that, like, the format felt more balanced and more enjoyable when there were fewer sets in it. Like, usually, I feel like standard formats that appeal the most to me, historically speaking, are ones that are the bigger formats. So it feels strange that, like, when this format had five sets in it, I really enjoyed it, and like it slowly like got worse for me personally as they added more cards. It was kind of middling there, Mageologist. What did you end up replacing it with? As always, if you're someone who submits a deck to the queue, you can always make edits to the deck you've submitted, so long as the archetype doesn't change between when you submit it and when I actually play it. In fact, that's encouraged if you figure out things that are better, worse, or otherwise. I feel like this deck could probably use some more 1-drops. Red aggro deck wants more 1-drops. News at 11. Our deck doesn't want a mana sink. Our deck doesn't play that many lands, and its elementals don't trigger this. So again, I feel like if I'm replacing this with something, I want to replace it with a card that's constructed playable. Like, when you're already trying to make a card like this that struggled to be constructed playable in the past better, generally speaking, you want to be playing cards that, as a whole, are constructed playable on their own. This is a big swing, right? It's HU triggers. Hey, Hammy, thanks for the prime again. Hope your holiday weekend is treating you well. right, well, we're on the scoreboard at least. Well, we'll take a peek at the 1 power creatures that we have access to after this match is done. Yes, I think getting up to like 12 1-drops is probably not unreasonable. Having a 1-drop on one every time is generally ideal in your aggressive deck. Also, our curve's kind of low. It's probably just wrong and to not be playing Experimental Frenzy, like some number of them. You don't have to skip playing the good cards to be hipster red. Are there not diagonal monkeys in this deck? I thought there were diagonal monkeys. Are there not? Yeah, there's 4 diagonal monkeys in this deck. Yeah, there's 4. It's like I was pretty sure I saw a diagonal monkey, but you made me question myself. I was like, See, it just doesn't do anything. This is fine. This is fine. I think I'm gonna ditch the shock. Probably ditch the fry. Let's ditch the fry. Should have been greedy and ditched a land. Dodger's interesting. I can see that card being okay. Probably worth trying. I think I'm just gonna play this. If I don't play this turn, I lose it. And if I play Chandra out here, I expose myself to Spell Pierce, which does not sound great. They have a Drake here. I'm gonna be really sad I ditched the Fry, especially since we drew a bunch more lands. Yep. If only. Oh. Huh? I'm gonna go ahead and kill this, and then Firebrand their face, which triggers this, and then attack, which triggers that. So they can eat this, but then they take 8 and go to 6, which I think seems fine. Or they can jump block. They can eat either of these, but then they take 7, or they can take 3 and lose their Drake. Even if they have a dive down here, which I don't think they do based on the shock resolving on the Phoenix, they're in a bit of trouble. It's not a terrible turn. If they can flip the Phoenix back into play this turn, I could be in a little bit of trouble. I don't think Dreadhorde Arcanist is very good in that deck, Ansi. I think the total number of instants and sorceries you have is borderline too low to support 4 Snapcaster Mages. So using another card that taxes your graveyard like Snap when we already have Snapcaster Mage and Grim Lavamancer taxing the graveyard is not ideal. Yeah, the Spitfire is kind of sweet. I feel like I probably want Frenzy in my 75. I'm gonna cut these Direfleet Devils. They were kind of mediocre. I'll throw a pair of Frenzies on the sideboard. Maybe not necessarily in the main deck, but I definitely want access to them at 75, I think. Right. Let's see if we can run some more folks down. Hopefully we can run into like some greedy Bant or mid-range Brews, and not someone else playing something efficient. There's been a lot of mid-range on the ladder, so I'd love to run some people over who don't have a lot of respect for the old basic mountain. This is probably a mulligan, right? It's got a lot of our expensive cards in it. It doesn't have a light up the stage. This is not amazing, but Scorch Spitter enables the Spitfires, so we got something to do at least. Oh no! More people with respect for basic mountains. Lightning Strike. Alright, little dodger, I choose you.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpieces.
I think I'm just Spitfiring this turn. Am I? Nah, I'm gonna activate this, hit them, and light up the stage. I know they have this Lava Coil here, so I don't really want to play this out into it necessarily. If I knew I was gonna do this, I should have waited to play my land for the turn. Technically a small mistake. Man, what are the odds we've been like playing nothing but mid-range mirrors all day, and then we finally switched to an aggro deck and like hit 2 aggro mirrors in a row? Kind of sucks. Unfortunately, have to play this turn, otherwise it's gonna go away. And the pairing systems is out to get us. Yikes. So this will probably eat it to their Lava Coil next turn, which means these Spitfires could maybe come down. If we run pretty good here and they don't have removal spells for these Spitfires the turn after we play them, we could potentially like double Spitfire and then untap and kill them the following turn. So I assume this is dying. Huh. So next, if they kill this, next turn we get to go Cavalcade plus Spitfire, and then Chandra plus Spitfire plus double Cava is like almost lethal, right? Although they might just kill us before we get them, right? Hey, Dwight, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Just keeping me around. Yeah, I think we're gonna be dead before we get there. They're just gonna end up out linearing us, and they still the right. They ditched a bunch of Phoenixes. Super dead. Oh right, Chandra was going away anyways. I don't know. Looks like it didn't matter regardless. Legion Warboss kind of mediocre there. Lightning Strike's a little whatever. Actually, Lightning Strike's probably better than Shock in the face of Augur Bolas, huh? Let's try. Do I want these? Do I want these Frenzies? Nah, I probably want those more for dedicated control decks. Fine. We wanna curve out some lands here. We're ready to go Spitter into Calamity into Spitfire. Spitter and Spitfire working together seems like on point. This is probably a great curve in limited, huh? These two enable each other nicely. My bomb draft deck. Things are about to get a little shocking here, I'd bet. This curve is pretty good with Cavalcade in play too. There's the Augur swinging and missing that we know and love. Rude. Don't give me 2/3 drops. Give me a land. Perfect. Perfect. At least we got to draw 2 with it. Yep. Alright, Scorcher gets to 6 of them this turn, which is nice. They did ditch a Phoenix there. I have Lava Coil in hand, though. And if I draw a land, we can go Chandra plus Coil. Coiling Scorcher. Yep, nice. Alright, do you have a Shock as well? I need a Shock or another Opt here. Swing and a miss. Miss, 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 miss. Brutal. So their Phoenix comes back. Probably see them play defense with the Augur, I assume. I wonder if they'll play defense with both. Alright, hoping to draw a land here. Perfect. So we'll Lava Coil their blocker. And then we'll Chandra and hit them for 8. Which leaves them dead to a Lightning Strike. And like, so they're dead to Lightning Strike, and like they need to deal with the 2 tokens we have and the Chandra as well. This card's done some work, huh? It did like 7 so far this game. All right, dead on board. Flashing back Coil from Chandra. No, I don't think so. I think I want to put them to 3. I'm not in a position this game where I need to be acting as a control deck. I think I just want to like put my foot on the gas and run them over. I think felt like the spot I was in. Yeah, exactly. Like if we were at a lower health total and they weren't so close to dead, Like, maybe we take a defensive line there. But I think we were firmly in the driver's seat and want to just run them out. This hand's not amazing, but I think it's in the range of keepable. Yeah, the best source of card advantage is killing them with cards in their hand, right? To get this down, only don't have a spell pierce up, which feels good. You know what else would feel good? Drawing some spells. Drawing some spells would feel real good. The finale of Promise is sad because if they have a way to kill this first Spitfire, they're going to be able to flash it back and kill the second Spitfire, which kind of sucks. Yikes. Spitting some fat beats over here. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. You attack with Warboss and the Goblin token and Mentor. Do you slow with the Calamity trigger? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that should be how that works. Yeah, I think we're dead. They're at 20. I just don't have any action. If I had like Experimental Frenzy in my deck, maybe we could catch back up. Hopefully we can play against something not Phoenix. Like we hadn't played against Phoenix all day today, and then just like switch to this deck and hit running Phoenix decks. Give me one of those Bant decks we've been playing against all day. The one's trying to cast like 5 mana spells. Yes, yep, that's exactly correct. Spitfire attacks for 5 basically while you have Cavalcade in play. It deals 1 damage from the trigger and then pumps itself to 4, and it gets bigger for every trigger that happens. So like if you have 2 other creatures attack with it, it's going to attack for 10. I've attacked for 50 with 2 birds out. God bless. Yeah, hitting Mythic early in the season seems like a recipe for. I also wonder if there's fewer people grinding with how Standard was kind of mediocre at the end last season. The Arena Decklist Twitter account had tweeted the other day, why aren't people tagging us in posts as often anymore? So I was like, that probably doesn't bode well for things. If they're waiting for the 8th, they're gonna be incredibly disappointed. Right? Ain't no changes coming on the 8th. I've noticed other Tempo Storm team members have 180 seconds of commercials. I noticed you don't have those, not that I'm complaining, because my Tempo Storm contract does not require me to do that. I can't speak to the specifics of other people's contracts, but unless you're in the MPL, contracts are generally negotiable. So, is this the same person? Is this the same person? I think I was watching Wyatt last night, and he said he had to play like 6 minutes of ads per hour, which is a lot. It's definitely a lot. I think I'm just doing this and starting pumping out the 2-pointers.
Chandra, you need more control. Hey, these little guys are great.
Dunk dunk. This is the other part about playing Mythic, not only are the wait times long, but you wait a long time and then you queue back into the same person. Which has been kind of a mediocre experience. That's a good draw.
Don't worry. I brought
Mythic now best of 6. Yeah, we're testing for the Mythic Championship top 8. These are best of 5. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be prioritizing only putting us against Mythic people. Although we did get paired down. We did get paired down into Platinum at one point today too. That's unfortunate. I liked my Chandra.
punch, and you're gonna get burned. Just hands walk it off, Chandra.
Yeah, I'd believe that, Time Lord. Usually mid-range decks like that tend to be bad against control game 1 and can pivot up post-board. Yes, that is correct, Tumos. That's the kind of like pseudo combo draw that we can produce. I mean, I don't even know that I want Experimental Frenzy in my deck in this matchup. Like I mentioned, I wouldn't have to concede if I'd have hit it that last one, but like I don't think that means that I necessarily like want it in my deck. We're still at 20 here, which is nice. I wonder how defensive they're gonna be here. I like that they're playing defensive. I think that's smart. I'm gonna go ahead and Lightning Strike this Augur. We'll hit this, and this hits them. This hits them for 3, basically. This like hits them for 3 and gains us 4, so that seems fine, especially when they're already at 10. Yeah, I bet this deck is really good against, like, this matchup's probably really close that we've now played 3 times. I might join a constructed event after this match. Just so we can, like, play the last couple and not be, Honestly, I think if your Chandra Spitfire is living, you don't need to play other cards that are bad to make it better. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede this match. Like, I don't really care about my rank, and it's really boring playing the same match over and over and over again. So, let's stop playing at Mythic so we can stop playing against the same people 3 times in a row. Alright, to the constructed event. Ain't nobody got time for that. I think Teferi's safe for a ban of the 8th. Yeah, I don't think anything's getting banned in Standard. I think. If they're planning on banning something on the 8th, I don't think they would have fed us the line that Standard's healthy. They said point blank they think Standard is healthy. So, God bless, good luck to them. We played Red Black Aristocrats. This is a deck we played into Mythic yesterday. Deck's really sweet. There's a 2-hour video of us slamming people with Aristocrats to get to Mythic. All about the quality of life concessions. Block. Do it. Block me. If they blocked there, diagonal goblin here, we get frisky and finish him off. Look at that. Hit one of them Bant decks we were talking about. That's exciting. So, are they dead to the Spitfire next turn? The Spitfire's attacking for 1. Nope, not dead to the Spitfire. Definitely not dead to the Spitfire. Spitfire's coming back to my hand. Come on back. Take it back now, y'all. Yep. Alright, they missed a land drop, right? So let's kill this. You know, honestly, maybe I'm supposed to kill this Incubation Druid too. I wonder, this deck probably runs down Nexus. It's got a really good way to deal damage outside of combat. Yikes. Alright, so next turn they're dead in the air. With these triggers, these each hit for 7. Thoughts on Jeskai versus Naya? I liked Naya more last season, and I think it got even better this season. The new enchantment that lets you draw a card every time you target a creature you control is absurd. It's very, very good. Yeah, we can strike their dome to pump the birds. So the birds will each attack for 10 this turn. They're literally dead on board, so. Triggers.
Chandra no law. Pyromancer, don't worry. I brought company.
Triggers. 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 Yeah, God's Blessing got a better dive down. That seems interesting. I wonder, I guess if your mana base supports Kaya's Wrath, it probably supports casting a triple white card on 5. Yeah, I could see that being okay. Seems fine on the surface. Do I sideboard anything in this matchup? Is my opponent's deck actually just clunky enough that we don't do anything? Maybe these aren't good enough. Now, this is probably fine in this deck because we have so much removal. I think I just click submit, huh? Fry for Lyra. Huh? Maybe I just want Tibalt. Alright, I'm gonna board in 3 Tibalts and 1 Fry. They probably have Lyra, but they probably don't have a ton of them. So, like, the Fry kills Lyra if they draw it, but I don't want to draw multiple Fries if they don't have Lyra. And Tibalt's, like, soft removal for Lyra. It, like, gets rid of the part of Lyra that we really care about. It seems a little slow. They don't have an elf at least. Hopefully the ramp is Incubation Druid and not Paradise. Rats. Bye, Felicia. That's probably going to be pretty good considering they don't have any blue sources. You know, it feels like pretty good against Little Teferi, Little Chandra.
Living in a monastery full of firebrand? Say hi to my fiery friends.
Enough.
This is like This is like the magic version of Teen Titans. Just like baby planeswalkers.
I've got it.
Don't worry. I brought company.
I think I'm actually gonna hit them here. Now, my sequencing here is probably a little greedy, but I think that's okay. It all worked out, right? I'm gonna get to use all 4 cards. I'm gonna get to go land, Scorcher, Shock next turn, which seems fine. Oh, sweet. This does extra damage to planeswalkers. That's hot. It's hot. Yep, you've got 2/2s. Does Chandra work with Ancestral Visions? I don't know. I'm not a judge.
Now things are getting heated.
Ask someone qualified to answer your question.
Go get him, buddies.
Really should have seen that coming.
Hopefully they just have a bunch of blue cards in their hand. Breed. I assume Chandra's going away this turn. Nice. Now the nice thing here is Tibalt trades 1-for-1, or Tibalt tokens trade 1-for-1 with these tokens, which is great.
I don't have enough swears right now.
Did she just say I don't have enough swears right now? As in swear words? Is that what she said? Or did I mishear that? Yeah, the lack of Deckmaster working when we need it the most is brutal. Chandra's edgy. Okay, got it. Good to know.
My assistant's up.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and then cast Light Up the Stage. Yikes. Probably shocking this. That way my devils can get in. Start running them down. Yep. Maybe I'm supposed to strike this, because it's probably going to trade. They're run to 15. Yeah, losing their Paradise Druid early was really good for us. Hopefully they're just like choked on blue cards they can't cast. It's trusty. 20 trusty basic mountains, chat. Never gonna leave you with spells you can't cast. Sometimes you won't draw a third one, but when you do have them, you're gonna cast your spells, okay? Alright, you're dead next turn. Hrid. We had Chandra pumping Tibalt come up in the Aristocrats deck the other day when we were playing it, I believe. is a good time. Like, just hit it once more and get another devil out of him. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 2-0 there. Not bad. .jpg. More mid-range, please. My basic mountains are hungry. Gobble gobble. All right, we'll take this this Legion Warboss and toss it back. You can go over there. How fitting, Time Lord. How fitting. Look at them. Look at them having to read standard staple Scorch Spitter over here. This is what peak mono red performance looks like. I think it's better to use the Firebrand than the Shock. The downside to holding the Shock is that Shock gets spell pierced, but Shock can kill things like the 2/2 Merfolk later, which is pretty important. Gosh, what are they holding? They just have like mono counter spells here? Like Curious Obsessions and Spell Pierces? Tempestions? Yep. If I shock them, they go to 6. And then they go to 4, 3, 2, 0, right? So if I shock them, a land is lethal. Shock puts them to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna shock them, because that way land kills them with Chandra. I'm all alone, there's no one here beside me. Do 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 do. Put all these 3-drops in my mono red deck, chat. Who did it? Who did it? This deck does not have a lot of lands in it. Yay! We did it! Woohoo! Yeah, they're still pretty dead. It's fine. Oh. Sounds like Mono Blue's back on the menu, chat. Sounds like Mono Blue is back on the menu. I didn't know Tempest Chin had such skinny legs. Ain't that the truth? Just get him. Split Second really sucks, Marty. There's meaningful things you could want to do in response to spells that can't be countered that Split Second doesn't allow you to do. So, can't be countered actually allows for a variety of more interaction in response to things than Split Second does. Split Second's a pretty rancid mechanic. I hope they never bring back. Yeah, dive down. Dive down stops Fry. I like Split Second when I cast it. Magic players in a nutshell. I like this thing when it's good for me. Can it just never be good for my opponent, please? Kill it with Firebrand! Kill it with Firebrand! For people who are newer to Magic, Split Second is a mechanic that says nobody can do anything else while this card is on the stack. So you can't cast spells or use triggered abilities or anything like that. It just says, hey, you don't play Magic. I refuse to attack into your merfolk. Hey, Tino, thanks for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope your Friday and weekend are treating you well. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we've died, chat. We've died and gone to heaven. All right, I'm gonna attack here because if they have another merfolk and want to eat this, I can lightning strike this. Hey, what's going on, Twerk? Thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Rude. I went ahead and blocked here because by blocking, I deny my opponent the ability to draw a card with Curious Obsession, which is ideal. Get him! Get him! Oh, alright. Alright, little lizard. How do you feel about being a merfolk-shaped speed bump? Why not shock? Add up to 3. Yeah, shock maybe could have been okay there. Yeah, it's possible I should have mulliganed my hand because it didn't have a second land in the opener and it was also missing a fry. What decks for today? You can always find out what decks we played on the day in the deck queue because the deck queue doesn't get updated until I sign off for the day. So we had a smattering of things today. I think the deck of the day is probably Abzan tokens. That one felt pretty reasonable overall. The build of Teamer Elementals we played today felt a little bit lacking overall. Haha! You've activated my trap card! Don't you dare play a third dive down. Don't do it! Have a heart! Oh no! Not the third dive down! Oh. Yikes. So again, dive down, giving something hexproof is technically not countering the spell. So dive down does counter fry. It does in fact counter fry. That's why I let on the shock, because I wanted to bait a dive down with the shock. And then that would force them to have the third dive down, which unfortunately they did. So, to be on the play for this game. Ain't that the truth, RPG fun? Sometimes you play Magic, other times Magic plays you. Sure. Yeah, God's willing stops fry as well. Look at him. Look at him smoldering. Animated fries, A++ for sure. Right on time. Welcome to the party, little spitter. Sweet. Legion Warboss gets to resolve here. Another fry. Sign me up. I mean, I think this hand's pretty aggressive. Like, Calamity plus Legion Warboss closes pretty quickly. And like, I have a piece of interaction guaranteed to like, hopefully not die as well. So I feel like that keeps pretty reasonable overall. It's going all right so far. Reclamation, still Reclamation. Teferi, still Teferi. But we persevere. He's all grown up. He won't trigger Calamity anymore. It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, I think I just killed 2 Terrys, right? I mean, the quad block's the super conservative thing to do there, right? Like, my Warboss 2 for 1 them, and left behind 3 power worth of dork, so I think that's a good exchange for me. Seems like a good exchange for me, at least. Yikes! How do I ever beat a 2-2, chat? We should have just left the Warboss at home. We should have just left the Warboss at home. That's fine. They're at 13. They're taking 5 on our next attack here. I don't think I want to fry this. I think I want to wait in case they draw Tempest Shin. I think I want to wait in case they draw Tempest Shin. No, I guess they could trade here now. Yeah, I probably should have just fried this. I missed a point. They should be at 8. The most deceptive 2-turn clock I've ever seen, right? And hey, the difference here is because I missed that point, they're not just dead to my triggers next turn. Now they are. Now they are. Thank goodness this is a no justice stream, chat. If I had to like, if I had to feel bad, if we had to lose matches because I made mistakes, that would be terrible. Just the stone cold bratwurst. Yep. All right, you ready for Diagonal Goblin? Get in there. Let's get down to business. He don't got time to mess around. What is this? Mono red. All right, light up the stage. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Oh no. Oh no. Not only did we miss on our land, chat, but we hit 2 3-drops. Oh no. The greed is consuming us. Whew. All right. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Whew. Thank goodness our opponent chose to register Discovery. Now, unfortunately, if they have Ritual Assault next turn, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. If they don't Ritual Assault us, we're going to be good to go. Yeah, Light did persevere there. If we get one more combat step, especially with Calamity here, we'll be good to go. Oh no! Oh, sequencing! Oh, sequencing! Ah, I just wanted to click through it. Oh, they should be 4 lower. Yikes! Yikes! Oopsie daisy. Listen, our deck's too good. I had to give the opponent some help because our deck is too strong. Would they be dead this turn? They'd be almost dead this turn. I want justice. You get out of here. Hey, ain't nobody got time for justice around here. They would be dead. They wouldn't be. That have taken 4 extra. They'd be at 2. They'd be closer to dead, but they would not be factual dead at the moment. This Chandra activation is lethal next turn, though. Woohoo! Woohoo! We did it! Listen, if you are someone like myself after 8 hours of Magic, who's terrible at this game, and needs your deck to pick you up and drag you kicking and screaming across the finish line, boy, do I have the deck for you. Thank goodness. Whew. I'd be in all sorts of bad position if I had to lose the game when I made a bad mistake. That was quite excellent. All right, Frenzy, get in my deck. Lightning Strike, get out of my deck. I bring in a couple of fries. This kills Big Nick after he pops off too, right? So it kills both of them. It kills Planeswalkers too. That seems good. Is it crazy to cut Spitfire? This card is probably gonna, I know it was okay there, but post-board, this card's pretty likely to die every time, right? So I think I'm gonna bring in the Tibalts, and honestly, probably a 3rd Fry. If I keep their Nicol Bolasses off the table, they probably just can't win the game. So let's do that. Fight with Fire kills what you call the Raptor. Kills the Raptor. The 4/5 that's seeing play again. Ripjaw, yeah, that's the one. The diagonal goblins are go, chat. This is the part where they take my shock and they cast Cry next turn. Oh no! Oh no! Don't do it to me. Have a heart. They're just the little goblins that could, I swear. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Hey, the drier consequences. Fry only hits white and blue creatures. Who's got 2 thumbs and has no time to play around a sweeper? This guy right here. Sorry, my little goblins, you are too pure for this world.
My friend is here to help your pain.
We had monkeys full.
I adore.
Anybody else feel like chicken? Anybody else feel like chicken? No one? It's dragon flavored chicken. That's incredibly rude. Bola skipped leg day. Yep. Yep. All right, so you take 3. Down to 8. Dunk. Yeah, 2 more fries in my deck that can kill this. Cavalcade would be an okay draw too. Gobble gobble. Oh, the glowing red no, chat. The glowing red no, it empowers me. Alley-oop. He's dead, Jim. You've killed him. Woohoo! Trigger. Send in the goon squad. Get him. Get him. Arr, arr. This deck's hilarious. Magic's great sometimes. Oh no. Yes. Yes. Grixis conceding gives me life. Grixis conceding gives me life. Alright, let's play one more with this one. Try and get that sweet 4-0. That sweet 4-0. If you are a hipster who's always wanted to play the red deck but couldn't pull the trigger on it because it was a good deck the last couple seasons, boy, do I have a hipster red deck for you. Yeah, I think I'll probably throw this one up on a page. This one's neat and pretty powerful. I'd be surprised if something like this doesn't say competitive throughout the season just because it's so straightforward. I mean, with the cards we're playing, it's hard for this deck to not be, like, somewhat reasonable. So, I think because I drew a 1-drop here, I actually just go ahead and play these and attack for 2 rather than lighting up the stage, because I guaranteed have a 3 next turn as is. Yeah, this deck isn't that many rares, and the rares that it does play are rares that slot into other decks in the format, right?
I have practiced meditate and prepare.
Yeah, you can recast Chandra for her spectacle cost, or light up for its spectacle cost.
It's better than having
Does my deck draw cards?
I brought
Nothing in my deck draws cards, right? Anyone, Bueller? Nothing like actually draws, it's just light up the stage. So I should put her to 1. The extra point of damage on them is important, I think. Yeah, don't have any actual draws.
I must stay focused.
Oh man, are they missing a land? Are they missing a land? I love killing Esper while they miss their land drops. It's a truly satisfying thing to do. Yeah, Elder spell's a small risk, but I think that's fine. I think we're hopefully killing them before that happens.
If you wish to surrender now, put thoughtfulness before action.
Wow, they had the land. Okay, that's interesting.
Go get him, buddies.
Are they dead on board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No.
You cannot see your folly.
They have a Kaya's Wrath in their hand. So don't really want to play Legion Warboss this turn. We know about that one from the previous Narset. I could flashback light up the stage, but honestly, I think I'm better off just like using her to deal 2 points of damage this turn. The fact that she's a sustained source of damage through a sweeper is really awesome. So we have them dead through another Kaya's Wrath. We go make 2 tokens, make 2 tokens. Flashback does work with Spectacle, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. It's another matchup where this just dies a lot of the time, so let's go ahead and cut it. Probably trim a Lightning Strike. I don't think I want Fry in this matchup. I think I'd rather have Lightning Strike for the extra reach. I guess they could have Lyra post board. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, this is almost certainly a mulligan, right? Needs a 1-drop real bad. This again's great. Huh? I think I'm actually gonna bottom this and keep my 3s. We hit a 3rd land. I like want my top end here. Perfect. The downside to bottoming the 1-drop there is if they thought erasure my Cavalcade, I'm unable to make a play on turn 2 currently, which could be bad for me. They're underestimating this card, chat. All right, we should keep track of how much damage this card deals since they decided to let us keep it. So that's one. It's probably gonna do like 3 to 5 damage this game at least, right? If not more. I'd be surprised if it's not more, honestly. 2 points of damage. I wonder if we're gonna get vetoed here. Does this feel like veto to anybody else? This feels like veto, right? Is it crazy to just pass here? I'm gonna pass. Hey, Pete Head. Hey, thanks for the 34 months. I hope life's treating you well. Hand is locked and loaded. Let's go. Magic's a tough game. Let's put a stop on my upkeep so we can lightning strike them before we draw. Build your own lightning bolt. And even with the despark there, the lightning strike on top of my deck kills them. How's that? That was an excellent game of Magic. That was pretty excellent. All right. I firmly believe on ending on a high note, and I was planning on doing another deck today when I started, but I didn't get to sleep too much last night because we took the kids to fireworks, so I was up late prepping for today's stream last night. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. I am planning to be live for a normal stream day tomorrow, so I'm planning to sign on about 8 a.m. in the morning when I normally do, and do 8, 9, 10 hours depending on what our viewer numbers look like. If we have a great count, we'll probably run long. I'm planning to be off Sunday, and then I will be back Monday morning, as always. So catch all of y'all around later. Everybody have a good one. I believe Ollie is online. I'm going to go ahead and send you over his way. He was streaming some standard as well.